Hey there, and welcome. So, we're going to dive into one of the most stressful moments in anyone's career, right? The high stakes job interview. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can answer that one huge question with total confidence and really make it your moment to shine.
Okay, picture this. You're sitting across from the hiring manager. You've already made it past the resume pile. You aced the phone screen, and now, well, everything is on the line. And for professionals who already have some experience, this moment feels extra critical. You're not just hunting for any job, you're trying to build a career. The pressure's definitely on.
And then it comes that question, that giant, open-ended question. It sounds so simple, but let's be real. It's a test. How are you supposed to sum up years of your life without just rambling on and on? Or how do you show you're genuinely interested without sounding kind of desperate? Get this wrong, and it can sink your chances. But get it right. Well, that can set you apart immediately.
Here's the secret, though. The key to nailing this answer isn't some long memorized monologue. Nope, it's actually much simpler than that. It all comes down to a few very carefully chosen words. We're about to show you how a tiny little shift in your vocabulary can completely reframe your entire professional story and make your answer stick.
So, let's get into it. We're going to build out your professional vocabulary. We're going to focus on 3 specific, super powerful terms that are going to become the backbone of your answer. And you should think of these not just as words, but as tools. Tools for organizing your thoughts and showing real confidence.
First one up, background. Now, when you say something like, my background is in, you're doing so much more than just listing old jobs. You're immediately telling a story. You're framing all your past experiences as deliberate preparation for this specific opportunity. It just transforms what might seem like a random work history into a focused, purposeful journey.
Next up, the word consistent. Look, anyone can have a one-off success, right? But what employers are really looking for is reliability. So when you say you've consistently delivered results or you've been a consistent top performer, you're turning these little one-time achievements into a pattern they can trust. It proves that your success isn't just a fluke. It's who you are. It's a habit.
And finally, we have the phrase, looking forward to. This is your secret weapon. It's your pivot from the past to the future. It shows you're not just, running away from your old job, but that you're actively running towards this new challenge with real excitement. It just screams ambition, a forward-thinking attitude, and it proves you've actually thought about how you're going to contribute.
Okay, so we've got our new vocabulary. But what does this actually sound like in the real world? Let's put these words to work, and you'll see just how big of a difference they can make.
So on the left, you've got the typical answer. You know the one. Something like, I worked at my last company for 5 years. I did a lot of different projects, and I'm just kind of looking for a new challenge. It's not terrible, but it's not memorable either. Now look at the right. Using our framework, that same answer becomes, my background in digital marketing gives me a really strong foundation for this role. In my past work, I've been consistent in growing online engagement by over 20% every single year. I'm really looking forward to applying that exact experience to help build your brand's community. See what I mean? It's structured, it's confident, and it's absolutely packed with value. It's a night and day difference.
This framework basically gives you a simple 1, 2, 3 punch you can use every single time. First, you set the stage with your relevant background. Second, you prove your value by highlighting your consistent successes. And third, you show them your ambition by telling them what you're looking forward to doing with them.
When it comes down to it, what we're building here isn't just an answer to a question. It's your professional story, and you're telling it with clarity and with real conviction. You're taking control of the narrative.
So let's just recap the whole strategy really quick. You use background to draw a straight line from your past right to this job. You use consistent to turn your actions into reliable, proven habits. And then you use looking forward to show them your future value and your enthusiasm. You put those 3 things together, and you have a story that no hiring manager is going to forget.
And remember, this is not about memorizing a script. It's a framework, a structure that lets your real, authentic experience shine through. You are the narrator of your own career, and this is your chance to tell an amazing chapter.
So, as you get ready for that next big opportunity, don't just think about the stuff you've done. Think about the story that you want to tell, because with the right words, you can make sure it's a powerful one. The only question left is, what professional story are you going to tell next?